Chris, what is our first main topic today?
Our first topic is coming from Mahir Rahman. So, John, saw the news that David, I'm always butcher his name. Help me out, John.
I can't tell you. Nope.
Dastmalchian?
Polka Dot Man.
Polka Dot Man.
Dastmalchian.
Dastmalchian?
Yeah.
I got it right. Yes. Won't be reprising his role in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantamania. I already feel that Michael Pena won't be back to reprise his role. So do you think if he's not in the movie, it'll be a good thing or bad?
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in. And yeah, look, of course, David just kind of captured the world's imagination by playing Polka Dot Man.
So good.
Maybe the most ridiculous name of any character in a comic book movie, granted, but man, he was so good in that. I loved him in that. I was so sad to see how that movie ended for him. But he has also been, damn, watch keeps thinking I'm talking to it. But it has also been neat watching him getting bigger and bigger and bigger roles and more predominant. He was just in Dune as well.
He was Peter de Vries in
That's
Dune.
right, in Dune. So we'll see if he comes back for the second one as well. But of course, he was in Ant-Man 1 and 2 as a part of Luis's crew. You had T.I., Luis, Michael Pena, and you had David. Well, something that's been kind of flying under my radar is the fact that, because I love the Ant-Man movies. I liked 1 more than 2. I still like 2 quite a bit, though. But what's flown under my radar was that David and T.I. were never on the cast list. But that made me look and go realize Michael Pena's not on the cast list either. And it's not like this film's done shooting. They finished shooting Ant-Man and the Wasp back in November. Anyway, this comes to us from the folks over at CBR who write the following. While speaking at the red carpet premiere for Marvel Studios' Disney Plus original series Moon Knight, here we go, Dastmalchian revealed that he is not currently involved in the studio's next Ant-Man film. It doesn't look like it, but that's okay, he said. I know they're making something incredible. I can't wait to see what Peyton Reed does next. He is one of my favorite directors. He's been so busy. I have tried to stay in touch, but he's making an incredible film right now. Notably, it's also currently unclear whether or not Pena will be reprising his fan-favorite role as Luis in Quantumania. The actor is yet to formally announce for the film, meaning there's a possibility that Scott's running buddies may have been written out entirely. Okay. Now, the main headline here is about David's character. I believe the character's name is Kurt, I think. And that would be a bit of a loss. T.I.'s character not being there, that's a bit of a loss. I cannot believe, as an Ant-Man fan, as somebody who has really enjoyed these movies, that I have not noticed the fact that there's been no mention of Michael Pena's Luis. Because I have believed on this show, if you will allow me a moment to climb into the pulpit and preach the good word, that I have spoken unto the people for years that Marvel is missing an opportunity to lean more heavily into Michael Pena and his character, Luis, one of the sheer most entertaining characters in the MCU. And I don't say that lightly. But Luis is one of the most entertaining, fun, hilarious, charming, delightful. You can't help but love this guy characters in all of the MCU. They should have been having Luis open every MCU movie. Now, in case you haven't been keeping up with what's been going on with the Avengers, here's what's been going on. And then I can't do it like Michael Pena does, but they have been missing out on that. They should have been putting out on Disney Plus a 15-minute special of Luis, gets you up to speed on the MCU. Here's everything that's happened in the MCU up until now. A 15-minute special. That would break Disney Plus viewing records. Mm-hmm. But I have taken for granted that he would just be there in Ant-Man 3. Now look, I have said all the time, and I will say it again. Movie comes first, not the actors. And if the movie they have, the way that came up with the story was the story is just best served if there's not a Luis in the story, then that's what they should do. That is the common sense head part of me, okay? That I acknowledge. You got to go with the story first, and if the story is made leaner, quicker, better, without the Luis character being there, then yes, I acknowledge that is what you should do. From an intellectual point of view, that's what you should do. They should write him out. But my heart My heart weeps, everybody. I cannot picture or imagine an Ant-Man movie without Luis being in there. They need to be leaning more into Michael Pena, not leaning away. And at this point, guys, with the fact that this movie is shot, it's done. Yeah. And we have heard no word of him at all being in it. I think we have to face the very grim reality that Luis is not in the MCU anymore, or at least not going to be in Ant-Man 3. And I am really bummed out about that. Now, yes, David, T.I., yes, and they were fine supporting characters, absolutely. But there are many movies with many fine supporting characters that my heart won't break if they're not there for the next one. But not Michael Pena. Not Michael Pena. Because I feel like, oh, they're not going to give us Luis except in Ant-Man movies. And now they're not even giving us that. Rob, I'm outraged. I mean, I may have wanted Bob Chapek out before, but no, I really want him out. And this has nothing to do with Bob Chapek, by the way. Anyway, Rob, you're seeing this. What do you think about it?
John, like you, I appreciate a great story. And for me, the oral tradition of human beings being able to tell a story is an art form that can always be perfected. And I don't think there's not another great storyteller in modern motion picture history than that character, than Luis. Nobody can. You know what? If somebody were to ever narrate the story of my life, I would have the screenwriter write that story. I would hire our favorite actor, Michael Pena, and I would have him deliver that story instead of in lieu of a eulogy. Michael Pena would tell the story of my life to people at my funeral. It'd be worth doing. It'd be expensive. I'd have to pay him probably.
You'd be dead. You wouldn't care.
Yeah, but somebody would have to pay him like 3 times scale. It'd be tough. But no, he's great. I it's funny. That to me is a staple of these movies. The Ant-Man movies.
Yeah, these 3 characters, not just Luis, but these
right.
three
The 3
characters.
I mean, they're part of, to me, the supporting cast. I mean, they're the Mission Impossible team that the Ant-Man and the Wasp need to support whatever shenanigans they get up to, John.
Chris, you're hearing this. David, we didn't know. I mean, T.I. we've known for a while wasn't going to be in it.
Yeah.
Finding out about David is unfortunate, but it also shines a light on the fact that, oh yeah, look at that, Michael Pena's not there either. I don't know. To me, that's just a part of the makeup of what these Ant-Man movies are. Again, they can move on from it, and I'm sure Peyton Reed is going to make something awesome, and I cannot wait. But I'm real sad about this. I don't know. What do you make of this?
I'm real bummed out. I always love his recaps. I love those moments so much. They're so fun. And I want to know what happened to the crew during the blip. Were they blipped? What happened to them? I need to know more. I need to know what happened to them because I want Luis to recap that. Oh, Scotty, let me get you caught up on the last 5 years. Okay, let's go. It'd be incredible. It'd be so good. But alas, maybe they're just keeping things really, really under wraps with Michael. Maybe there's something real exciting with Luis happening. Doubtful. I wish he would be back in this. My heart's gonna break a little bit when I don't see him in this movie.
Ray, let me go over to you on this. Like, what do you think about the? Apparently, I mean, look, there's been no official word that says Michael Pena's not in it, but there's been no sightings of him. He's not listed on anything. The movie's already done shooting, so let's assume for a second that he's not going to be there. I hope we're wrong, but Ray, I don't know. What do you think about this?
So John, there's this purple guy. He looks like a nutsack. I don't know. I have no Louis.
For,
I have no fast talking. Like Rob said, it's like no blue or yellow line to Voltron. It's like not having them in the Ant-Man thing would be weird. Like I'm so used to them being a part of whatever Scott's trying to do, whatever he's trying to scheme up. I think they'll still be in it. I think at least Michael Pena will be.
You think he'll still be there?
Yeah, I mean, how long is it until it comes out? Like,
it's in 2023. I can't remember.
Yeah, they have plenty of time. I think.
But the movie's done shooting. They're not shooting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they wrapped shooting in November.
That's totally weird. Then I
reshoots. That's what they had to wait to find out what the story. They wanted his dialogue to be so perfect that they've added an extra year of writing.
So you reshoot the entire movie just to put in a character that wasn't there.
No. He just has to tell a story at some point in the movie.
I mean,
that's all you gotta do.
I mean, it's not as big, but are they doing the Andrew Garfield thing right now? Saying they're not in it?
Well,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Look,
I don't know.
What is possible here, how would we feel as fans of this character if they literally open this movie the way I believe they should have opened all movies. If it's Luis giving a full recap of everything in the MCU and then also kind of highlighting what happened in the Loki series, because of course Kang is going to be the main antagonist of this movie.
That would be dope.
Okay, so what if they did that and that's all he's in the movie? Are we okay with that?
Yes.
I would accept
You know what?
that. I think that'd be great.
I think I would accept it too.
But T.I. and Mr. Dastmalchian have to be at the table.
Absolutely.
Just have sitting there.
He's got to be. It's got to be like the Reservoir Dogs, the beginning of Reservoir.
Oh, talking about tipping?
And the camel. Yeah. And let me tell you what Like a Virgin's about. The beginning of Reservoir Dogs.
Let's say if the quote is right, that they do write them off or they're written off. They just died somewhere, or
they're off on they're
snap.
off on vacation somewhere, or they've got their own private security firm they're doing, and they moved it to Buffalo. I don't know.
They've gone to Asgard to home security in Norway.
The reality is, there's a million things you can do to say why they're not there. But I mean, we would be okay if they even just opened the movie with him.
I think that'd be fine.
That would be hilarious.
I would like that a lot.
That would be hilarious. I still would like him in the whole movie,
I'd like
but
him in
I
the whole
agree.
movie.
I
I
would
like
accept
that
that.
Ray brought up Voltron today, though, kind of referencing this.
He's
'cause I
had
think
Voltron on the brain.
Peyton Reed would have been a great pick for the director for the Voltron.
Oh my
remake.
God, he would be. Peyton Reed would be an incredible
great?
choice to direct Voltron. Now I'm going to be thinking about that all day. All right,
like it's gonna happen. Come on.
well, hey,
Come
listen,
on, people! Everyone watches this show. We make you make stuff happen,
gonna
right?
say-
yeah,
Ray
you
needs
talk
to
about
say it,
Nova
though.
one day, the next day they announced Nova. Don't underestimate the power of this show, Ray.
We need a Thundercats movie.
They've been working on it. They've been working on it for years. They've announced it a few times. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? It looks like that trio of Scott's friends it looks like they're not going to be in the movie at all. And the one that affects me the most is maybe Michael Pena's character. What do you guys think about this? Do you think there's nothing to worry about that Luis is going to be in there anyway? I kind of feel like it looks like it's not, but I would love it. Whatever you guys are thinking, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of this video, Coinbase. Have you found yourself curious about getting involved in cryptocurrency, but if you're like a couple of friends of mine who have been really interested in it, they felt kind of overwhelmed by it, like not even knowing how to get started? Well, that's where Coinbase comes in, because they make learning to buy and sell crypto simple. Coinbase offers a trusted and easy-to-use platform to buy, sell, and spend cryptocurrency. They support the most popular digital currencies on the market and make them accessible to everyone. They offer portfolio management and protection, learning resources, and a mobile app so you can trade securely and monitor your crypto all in one place. And that's why millions of people all over the world in 100 different countries trust Coinbase with their digital assets. So whether you're looking to diversify, just getting started, or searching for a better way to access crypto markets, start today with Coinbase. And for a limited time, new users can get $10 in free Bitcoin when you sign up today at coinbase.com/Campea. Sign up at coinbase.com/Campea for $10 in free Bitcoin. This offer is for a limited time only, so be sure to sign up today. That's coinbase.com/Campea.